we need to talk about subprime and some record defaults going on. And of course, we need to talk about the government gridlock. But before we do, give you a little sneak peek of something I've been working on for the last month or so. Folks, if you were with us in July, you know that I recorded a few sessions from our new home in one of these vacant rooms. Well, I just wanted to show you after a month, we finally got the on-site gym in place, and I am pretty excited. Got the treadmill, the skier, the bike, bunch of weights. So anyways, this was something I have been looking forward to for years, and it is finally done. Couldn't do this in Mountain View, not enough space, plenty of space at the new property. So I feel a little bit spoiled and a little bit lucky for having such a cool home gym. But let's get into the news. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about government gridlock first. I warned you that this was coming after Kevin McCarthy was ousted. We are now in a situation where it appears the Republicans can agree, right? There's a very thin majority. I believe it is 4 seats, so that you only could lose 8 votes to get a speaker elected. The Democrats, as they usually do, will vote for theirs. So it really comes down to the Republicans to coalesce around a speaker. As I sit here today, I think there are 3 options. 1, the middle of the Republican Party reaches across the aisle to the Democrats and they agree on some palatable option. 1 option. 2, maybe coming out of this, Kevin McCarthy actually goes back in. Maybe that's the best, worst option. Or 3, we run this all the way to the government shutdown, and then things get really, really interesting. It's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. So let me know what you think below. I'm not a politician. I don't pretend to go there. I think all of politics is disgusting and just yucky. But it is going to be driving headlines. It could actually cause a credit rating if this goes on, credit rating drop, which would hurt. There's a lot of things going on right now. So again, it'll be interesting what the Republican Party decides to do and how long this goes on. I think it's been about 2 weeks. There have been 2 speakers proposed and both failed. And now we're waiting for more nominations. Yeah, it's going to get pretty messy. Let's talk about the week ahead. It is Sunday, so we always try to look ahead. We'll talk about the economic data first and then the earnings next. Tuesday, we're going to get Case-Shiller and FHFA home prices. These home prices are going to be up, but as I always say, these are old data. This is actually going to be data for August, right? August was a good month. So it would not shock me that Case-Shiller is up. It wouldn't shock me if FHFA is up. It really doesn't matter. The housing market on October 22nd is not the housing market from August 2023. That said, it'll be reported. I'm sure we will talk about it. We will likely be at another national high. But again, remember, it's August. We're in October. I believe we are in the frozen winter. Not a lot of transactions. We've already broken below 4 million. They're going to go lower. There's just not a lot going on. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Wednesday, new home sales. New home sales is not for August. It is for September. It'll be interesting because we've seen home builder sentiment fall. What are they doing? How many units are they going? How much rate buy down things are they doing? So new home sales on Wednesday. Thursday, we get Q3 GDP. Is it going to be like GDP now and talk about 4%? Is it going to be something lower than that in the 3s or 2s? We do get GDP for Q3. We get weekly claims and then pending home sales. I think pending home sales on Thursday are critical. If you remember last month, pending home sales, from my memory, were down 7%. I think 7.1%. I said in that video that this is the first number that the Fed could look at and say, we did that. Rates were, I think, 7-ish Now they're 8. Pending home sales are going to go down. What about cancellations? We're going to hear a lot of stuff about housing this week. It is going to be really important. I do think pending home sales go down even further. And then Friday, we get PCE core, personal consumption expenditure. PCE core is the most important metric for the Fed on the inflation battle. We want to see PCE core and PCE headline trending down. We also get personal income. We are hoping for real wage growth as opposed to nominal. Remember, nominal, real, one is adjusted for inflation, the other is not. And then we will get consumer sentiment. Is the consumer continuing to break? Then on earnings, there are some important earnings for the week. Tuesday, actually go back to Monday. Monday, more and more regional banks. Regional banks are weak. There have been some horrible earnings reports from regional banks. Their ability to earn profit by having this spread between the rate they pay savers and the rate that they lend is crashing. Regional banks have had to up their interest expense to keep deposits. Also, loan growth, not happening, right? All of the things that we've been talking about regional banks are happening right now. This feels like a slow pressure cooker for regional banks being forced to come together, which we've been talking about for quite a while. So regional banks on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to get Coca-Cola, General Motors, Microsoft, Alphabet. For me, it's going to be GM. What is GM going to say about the strike? The strike started at the end of their quarter, but they're going to have to talk about it. It's not so much the actual earnings statement, it will be the conference call. What are they negotiating? Will they put it out there, right? Will they air the behind the scenes, or will they say, hey, no comment, we're dealing with the UAW? It'll be interesting to see. Wednesday, we get Visa and Snap. Snap is interesting because they keep missing expectations. It's our first look at kind of the marketing channels, what's going on. But Visa is the one for me on Wednesday. What's going on with the consumer? What's going on with defaults? What's going on with reserves? All of those things. We also get Hilton, ADP, Meta, and IBM. Hilton is important. For the longest time, we've talked about revenge travel. We heard from the airlines that some of that is boiled off. What about the hotels? What about conventions? Are they seeing conventions come back? What is going on in the hotel industry? I think Hilton will be important. Thursday, Royal Caribbean, UPS, Capital One, Ford, and Amazon. A lot of stuff on Thursday. Like GM on Tuesday, I want to hear from Ford. Obviously, their chairman, I think it's Bill Ford, is out talking. What else are they saying? Royal Caribbean, what is going on with the cruise industry? Have they seen bookings increase? Are they pulling back? What's going on with fuel costs? Amazon, of course, Capital One. There's just so many reports. And of course, UPS as well, right? Shipping, what's going on in the shipping. And then Friday, we get AutoNation, Chevron, and Exxon. AutoNation's important. I think AutoNation will give us a view of what's going on in the car market. So really, really big week ahead. Let's talk about subprime. When you hear subprime, a lot of us think back to, the 08, 2010, 11, 12 real estate crash. There are subprime borrowers in auto loans. I knew that, but I didn't know it was so large. Did you know, this is according to Business Insider. Business Insider says 1/3 of Americans are considered subprime. And right now, subprime borrowers are behind on their auto loans to the tune of 6.11%. This is for September, and that comes from Fitch. Fitch put that data together and Business Insider reported it. So we are already seeing the subprime borrower in the auto industry have record growing delinquencies. Cox Automotive estimates that we will repossess 1.5 million cars in 2023. That will be a record, about 300,000 more than 2022. Good old Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger's out talking again. He's basically saying buildings don't disappear, but owners do. What he's going on to say is there's going to be opportunity in the commercial real estate market. There are existing owners that will be wiped out, removed, and banks will foreclose and sell them. This is just where we are in the cycle. There's a lot. Commercial real estate involves a net new set of owners. Again, these are things that we've been talking about for quite a while. I do want to let you know that on the main channel, yes, this channel, we released day 4 boot camp. If you want to get 2 hours of the man, myth, the legend, Jason Pritchard dropping value, you need to see the day 4 boot camp. I think I released it on Saturday. It might have been Friday, but you got to watch it. It's there for you. Extreme value. He has such a big heart and gives so much. If you want to get started in real estate, you want to up your game, you want to work with your spouse, you really should check out day 4 boot camp on this channel. To that end, we are doing day 5 boot camp in about 20 minutes. We're going to have that ADU guy on, and as a little gift, I will put that video on the Best of ORAT channel probably by noon today. So once again, we gave you day 4 last week. We're going to give you day 5, but you have to go to the Best of ORAT channel. It is a brand new channel. We have about 400 subs. I'm going to put this 2 hour of content there because I'm selfishly trying to grow that channel to over 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. No secret, trying to monetize that channel. I'm going to do that by giving you 2 hours of value. I want to thank Derek, that ADU guy, and the entire bootcamp group that will be on to talk to him. We do have Dion the Lazy Landlord next Saturday, and then Oh Shit, I'm a Landlord with Matt the Lumberjack the following Sunday. So we've got 3 days, one today, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lastly, let's close on real estate. We are at 8%. We are in the winter. We are seeing cancellations. We are seeing withdrawals. What is happening? And most importantly, I want to highlight this because I want to make sure we have receipts, because in 4 or 5 months, we're going to have a problem. So I want this video and the others like it to be receipts that you and I can go back to. Right now, we have an inventory problem in existing home sales. You and I know that, right? We're trending below last year, net new listings, all of that. The problem, we are now creating a future inventory problem for new home sales, or for new homes. What is happening right now? Builders are blowing out existing inventory. They are not breaking ground on new ones. Maybe the big builders will slow down and still build, but the little ones, the medium-sized ones, they are not building. This will be a problem in the spring. If we get to the spring and rates are in the 6s, we are going to have a problem in existing home sales. We are going to have a problem in new homes. And we might, I want you to hear this, we might see shelter inflation come back. Could be a problem. The next 3 to 6 months, shelter inflation will come down. But if we get to April and we have a reduced supply of new homes and a reduced supply of existing homes, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So at the end of the day, folks, let's congratulate some people for doing deals. We got 1 golden ticket going out. Patricia, congratulations for getting your first deal. Patricia, congratulations again. Your husband let me know that you closed a deal. So here you go, your golden ticket's going out. And then Cody. Cody's been rocking it. Cody's getting 3. Cody actually closed 3 50-40-10s. What are those? He got a bank loan for 50%. He got the seller to carry back 40%, and he only had to put 10% down. 50-40-10 is a thing. You have to find the right seller. The seller has to have the equity, all the things that we talk about on this channel, but they are possible. Why is the 50-40-10 so powerful? Because if you negotiate it correctly, you can get a blended interest rate in the 5s, and you can only put 10% down. So Cody, thank you for proving it's possible. I think 2 of these were 50-40-10s and the 3rd was seller financing, if I remember the story right. But regardless, thank you for showing the channel that it's possible to do 50-40-10s. I am so happy for you. And again, Patricia, congratulations on your golden ticket. All right, guys, take care. We got to get ready for that ADU guy and the boot camp. Bye-bye.